And we're back, and we're jumping into the Feral spec here for the Druid. So this is the melee DPS, cat form required. There we go. Alright, so let's just jump right into it here. I'm going to try and make the videos a little bit quicker. I realized that the balance one went just a little bit longer than I wanted it to initially there, and I just want to try and get as much in as I can, basically, so that I can get all the videos up and have them loading while we all wait for the servers to come back up. So here we go. Feral is you take on the form of a great cat to deal damage with bleeds and bites. And bite you. Right, so we got Shred, it's melee attack that generates 1 combo point. Rake, melee attack that generates 1 combo point, dealing initial damage and damage over time. Rip, melee attack that spends combo points that deal damage over time. Ferocious Bite, melee attack that spends combo points. Thrash is a melee attack that hits all nearby enemies, dealing initial damage and damage over time. And Swipe, melee attack that hits all nearby enemies, generating 1 combo point. So, yeah, if we check out here, so you can see Thrash just uses energy, and it looks cool. But alright, let's jump in here to the actual talents. So we've got Predator for the first level 15 talent there. Excuse me, the cooldown on Tiger's Fury resets when a target dies with one of your bleed effects active. Tiger's Fury, let's see, where did I put it? I had it, oh, there it is. So this just instantly restores 60 energy and increases the damage of all your attacks by 15% for 8 seconds. So this resets that if an enemy dies with a bleed effect active. Not too shabby. Blood Scent, your melee abilities in cat form have a 10% increased critical strike chance on targets with a bleed effect. And the one that I went with was Lunar Inspiration. Moonfire is now usable while in cat form, generates 1 combo point, deals damage based on attack power, and costs 30 energy. So I like it just because, you know, does some damage, has some good AoE as well, or not AoE, sorry, good damage over time, and gives a combo point, and it's, you know, just a quick little instant cast thing, so you can just run around and just kind of keep doing that.
I need a target. It's too far away.
Aha. So teleport behind the enemy with that one that I just used there, the Skull Bash.
I'm out of range.
Alright. So for the level 30, I actually chose the same thing here, one with the Renewal, instant heal for 30% maximum health. They don't seem to have a whole lot of healing abilities here. So for running around solo, I think I kind of prefer that one. You do have the Healing Touch, so I believe all specs have access to that particular spell, so you can pop out of your cat form and whatever briefly to do that. Okay, that was weird. It like played the sound but didn't actually do it. And then Displacer Beast teleports you up to 20 yards forward, activating cat form, increasing movement speed. And then the Wild Charge, kind of like before. So just in case you didn't watch the other video, gives a movement ability based on what form you're in. Non-shapeshift, you fly to an ally's position. Bear form, you charge an enemy and immobilize them for a few seconds. Cat form, leap behind an enemy and daze them. Travel form, leap forward 20 yards. And aquatic form increases swim speed by an additional 150%. So we'll just move right on here to level 45 talents. There's something to kill. I killed all the things. Oh no. Just this one little area. Let's go and actually head off to a different spot here while we continue. So for level 45, we've got the affinities. So Since I'm in the Feral spec, I have the option of choosing Balance Affinity, so it increases the range of all my abilities by 5 yards, and then gives me some of the balance abilities like Moonkin Form and a few of the spells. Guardian Affinity basically can kind of tank a little bit better while in the Feral spec, so reduces all damage that I take by 10%, and then get the Mangle, Iron Fur, and Frenzied Regeneration abilities for Bear Form. And then I went with this one here, so I kind of like it because as a melee DPS, I just get a constant heal, so that's always nice. Might need to turn around. Alright. So I get constant healing, so every 5 seconds I heal for 3% of my maximum health. If I'm at full, random nearby injured ally gets healed instead, and then I learn a few of the healing spells. So if I need to, I can pop out. I've got right here these 3 different abilities. So I've got one that heals a target for a little bit, and then does a little bit of a heal over time on them. And then Rejuvenation is just a quick instant heal, or well, rather I should say instant cast heal spell, but then it's a heal over time. And then Swiftman is just a quick little instant heal, does a little bit more healing, and then there's the healing touch that I've already got access to there, so small cast time and get a little bit of healing there. A lot less expensive mana-wise than Swiftmend, but here is that, and then I've got, that wasn't part of, never mind, that's not part of the affinity thing. So, see if there's anything worth killing of this way. There's gotta be something worth killing. Level 60, we've got Mighty Bash. Invokes the Spirit of Ursoc to stun all targets for 5 seconds, usable in all shapeshift forms. Mass Entanglement, as the name implies, entangles enemies, and it can spread to others enemies that are nearby. Damage will interrupt the entanglement effect. Instead of just hitting one enemy like the regular one does, and it has a cast time, it's an instant cast. Though it does have a little bit more of a cooldown, whereas the other one, you can just keep casting it. And then, so I went with that one, so it's another one of those kind of like I can escape sort of deals, basically. Oh, let's turn into cat form, that'll probably help. Casting healing spells doesn't kill the enemy. Alright, and then we've got Typhoon. Strikes the target within 15, or strikes targets within 15 yards in front of you with a violent Typhoon. Knocks him back, dazes him. As I mentioned with the other spec, main reason I don't like that one is because I know a lot of times like tanks and some healers and stuff, they don't like enemies getting bounced around like that. Kind of mess with like positioning in fights. You know, if you hit the wrong targets with something like that, it can just kind of mess stuff up. So don't think I want that one for basically that reason. And I think I skipped that one on all the specs that have it as an option. And am I technically killing relatives now? Nah. Alright. Level 75, we've got Soul of the Forest. Finishing moves grant 12 energy per combo point. The one I went with was Incarnation King of the Jungle. So it's an improved cat form. Allows the use of Prowl while in combat. So Prowl is basically the stealth ability. So when I activate this, it lets me be stealthed in combat. And let's see here. So Shred and Rake, yeah, these two. So while stealth, Rake also stuns the target for 4 seconds and deals basically double damage. And Shred, while stealth, deals an extra 50% damage and has double the critical strike chance. So those two abilities are quite a bit more powerful when you're stealth, so being able to essentially trigger the stealth.
I need to target something first.
So like while that thing is active for 30 seconds, I can basically just sit here and I can spam these two things with much more, like doing a lot more damage. So that's why I went with that one in this case. Didn't really like this particular one. And then the other one is uses up your combo points and finishing. It's a finishing move that grants 25% increased damage to your cat form attacks for their full duration that lasts longer per combo point. So that's one where I'd have to spend combo points just to get a. Yeah, wait, what the? Oh, apparently got a little quest to killing these things. You guess just get like a random quest. That's cool. Why not? That gives us something to focus on here. All right, and we'll go ahead and mount up to get over to it. All right. So yeah, I just like this one, so I can stealth in combat, do some extra damage and stuff. The other cool thing is that this ability does, I didn't mention, read it off there before, reduces the cost of all cat form abilities by 50%, increases your maximum energy by 50 as well. So kind of buffs you up a little bit in that regard also. For level 90, we got Sabretooth, Ferocious Bite, Ferocious Bite always refreshes the duration of Rip. So, so cheap. Alright, so let's see, Ferocious Bite. So it says when used on targets below 25% health, Ferocious Bite also refreshes the duration of Rip. So this just makes it so that it happens with every time you use it. The one I went with though is Jagged Wounds. Rip, Rake, and Thrash abilities deal the same amount of damage as normal, but they do it in a third the time. So basically, say it took 9 seconds before, now to take like 10,000 damage. Well, now the enemy would take it in 6 seconds. So I kind of like that idea. Basically, kind of ups the, I guess you could say burst damage. Not exactly the right term, maybe, but. And then here we've got Elun's Guidance. Is instant ability, 45-second cooldown, immediately gain 5 combo points, and an additional combo point every 1 second for 5 seconds. You dead. Just sprint. Stealth. Looks so funny. Alright, and then finally we got the level 100 talents here. We've got Brutal Slash, replaces Swipe, which is here. So it's just, yeah, like, so it's an AoE, does some physical damage, deals 20% increased damage against bleeding targets. So this replaces that. Strikes all nearby enemies with a massive slash, so it does a lot more damage. And awards 1 combo point, and it has 3 charges. So, but then it has a 15-second recharge versus no cooldown, basically. So that's kind of the trade-off there. Is now it has 3 charges, but it does have a cooldown, whereas the other one does not. The other one for level 100 is casting Healing Touch causes your next 2 melee abilities to deal 40% increased damage for their full duration. The one issue I kind of see with that one is I think I tried it, and I don't think I can. I think I still have to transform out of cat form to cast it. So I don't know. I just didn't. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed odd. And so the one I went with was a Moment of Clarity. So Omen of Clarity now affects the next 3 cat form abilities, and your maximum energy is increased by 30 permanently. And let's pull it up real quick here so you can see what the Omen of Clarity is. So basically, auto attacks have a chance to cause a clear casting state, making your next cat form ability cost no energy. This makes it so that it's the next 3 cat form abilities. So instead of one free attack, I get 3. So that's why I went with that one. I always kind of like the things where I get bonus stuff with every, or not every, but like get like bonus or free stuff from auto attacks. I think I did some similar things with my Retribution Paladin and whatnot. I just kind of like how those abilities work. But that's gonna end it here for the Feral spec. Let's go and turn that in real quick here. And we'll come back next time. We'll be checking out the Guardian bear form tank spec. But thanks for watching, everybody. If you do like the video, don't forget to take that like button, and don't forget to take that subscribe button as well, so you get updates when new content drops on the channel there. And do remember that there is no IRL, just AFKs, and we'll see you next time that Amo plays World of Warcraft. Peace out.